What you just saw was the creation of the ugliest, most inefficient all mob farm ever. I'm serious. Search YouTube. You won't find an uglier one. You won't find a less efficient one. I almost guarantee it. Welcome to episode 18 of the Doom Peaches Hardcore series, and there is a reason I did this. A couple of reasons. I gotta show you. One, I know all mob farms have a special... You guys can't see that through there, can you? You probably can't. Why would you be able to? And I've got nothing to go up top on. I've got no blocks. But all it is a couple platforms in here built over the top of one of my pillars that are hollow, right? 4x4 pillar. And every once in a while, not while I'm standing this close, obviously, a mob will spawn in here. And I'm pointing to a dispenser. Oh, there it goes. You can kind of see the water, hopefully. And the water will push the mobs off, and then they fall down to their death. I'm not using it for an experience farm. I'm not using it for anything. It will be going away, but I spend so much time here. You guys know this. Trying to do all these decorations and build everything around here that I thought, well, if I put even an inefficient all mob farm in here, then it should be able to produce something. And it has. I will show you. It drops down through this pillar right here, and now inside this pillar is a collection system. So you guys have seen this in previous episodes with my little mini farms here. Well, it's kind of a mini farm in there too. These are even more mini. I finished these up. I'm making a couple more. I don't know what I'm going to put in there just yet. It might just be more flowers just for decoration, just to fill the gap to make it symmetrical around the pillars that hold up our roof. Right? There's the pillars that hold up our roof. We got to get up there and finish decorating those. But they all come all the way down to the ground here, the bottom of the cave. And I use this one to go up and down, and I'm using this one for a very inefficient mob farm. But I got tired of... Well, I think it was the end of the last episode or the one before, where I was fighting at night to get string. And I thought, well, come on. It'll produce something while I'm here. So right now you just walk behind my build, and things fall down on this. It'd be awesome if I could see one fall. Let's give it a second and see if we can find one. Nope. That's how inefficient it is. But it does give me stuff. I mean, alright, not that much string because the spiders don't fall down that very often. But I'll have arrows, and I've got more bone meal if I want it. The spider eyes, it's giving me a few little things here and there, which is great. At least it's doing something while I'm working around the base. Now, because I have a hard time leaving things unfinished, my mind always goes to these things. By the way, if you guys didn't see, I put 2 more beams in. Anytime there's going to be a pillar, a little mini pillar here, I'll have a beam in, so that's awesome. But I don't know what's going to go over there. It might be a hallway that way, because we're definitely going to put a hallway this way to put more farms on each side, and a door. I can turn this way and come over here for this. Now, this probably will not end up being a all mob farm at the very end. At the very end of this, my thought was, well, if I don't die, right, this is hardcore. As fast as I can. I have respiration on my helmet, so that's really not a hard thing to do. And this is not the typical way I'd go up and down, but... So at the end of all this, inside this build will be probably farms. Automatic farms with villagers and that kind of stuff, and then all that food can drop down there into my storage system, and it will run all the time and be very efficient. But for now, this will work. That is stained glass, so it is completely dark inside of there. Dark level 0. Oops, sleep time. So that works. I'm probably just going to leave the stained glass there, because for me, that's going to be a challenge to build a silo, or a barn, or something on the outside of this, around the outside of this, to make it look nice. You'll never know what's in it. But if I need to change it or do whatever, at least the stained glass will be there. And once it's not an all mob farm, my idea is to switch it over. I'll go inside, switch it over to a carrot farm, or a multi-level potato farm, or a mixture even of those things. Either way, that's the idea. So let's try to build something around it that kind of looks good, and you won't be able to tell what's really in there. That's the key. Huh. Let's do that. So I really didn't know what I wanted to build here. I did know that the farm itself is like 19 blocks diameter, kind of an odd shape. I decided some sort of storage building. Here you'll see me trying to get a roof line in there, went way too high, so I'm like, no, let's do a flatter roof. I wanted to have rounded edges on this building, but 4 flat faces, and you'll see why here in a minute. Found the roof line I wanted and decided to do on all 4 sides, and this was going to make the roof unique to the fact that the peaks are going to be, you know, basically in a cross, as you'll see I just put there, but the valleys are going to be in between each one. So how I work the valleys out, how I bring the ridges together, that's kind of a unique piece here. And I am using deep slate bricks and deep slate cobble for this, and I'm using slabs, which every other layer higher or lower, you know, they alternate back and forth by just a half a block. So that made the valleys themselves really interesting. The other thing I see when I'm now looking at this video doing a voiceover is those iron golems just popping out of that iron farm up there on the top of the screen. That's funny. I like that. Anyway, I got to test out the roof immediately as it started raining. No, you know, that'd be cool. We should be adding rain effects and actual drainage runoff to Minecraft. That'd be an interesting way to do it. So before we hop back over to a live shot where we can kind of show you how kind of progress I've made and that kind of stuff, I wanted to show you 2 different clips. This is the first. The game is getting a little more serious about killing me. I promise you that. These are pillagers that spawned immediately outside of my base. I walk around the corner, I was surprised. I thought, all right, I'll wait till the captain walks away so I don't start a raid. Don't want to do that. And then I'll take these guys out as much as I can. And they're fun. I mean, I've got enchanted diamond armor on. It's not the best armor, but it's enough that even with piercing on, you know, the pillagers' bows, I'll be able to take them out. So not a big deal. I backed up here to make sure nobody was behind me, make sure my armor was still good. I have done this before where I didn't realize my shield was about to break, and then I was just taking arrow after arrow after arrow. But yeah, it worked out. I even went down to that little cave, got that last guy. But then, while building on this this little project I'm showing you, I got knocked off the roof. I got knocked off a roof because while I'm standing right above these pillagers right there, they spawned immediately below me. I watched them do it. I've never seen that. And I'm going to have to go back and look up the code because I didn't think a pillager raid or pillager outpost group could do that. I thought they had to be so far away, but they knocked me off my perch right there. I ran away, got an arrow in the head, and came back and killed them. Okay, so here we are so far. After all of that, it was this roof right here. I was standing on when those pillagers came and attacked me from here. I played around a lot with this off camera, trying to figure out some colors. I like the deep slate black roof for the storage area, but I wanted to try something different. In past episodes, I've used granite like this, and I like it. I don't like the cobblestone and stone. I mean, I like it as a border, but this particular build with the blackstone up there, I think that's the way to tie it in here. So I think I'm going to change all this out to blackstone all the way around. I only did one of these little sides. You can see in here that this is dripstone. I decided the side of the storage area, or, well, mob farm, all mob farm will be dripstone, and you need a lot of it for this. This is like 2.5 stacks just on this one side. I didn't have that much, which is why I didn't finish this side, or the other 2 sides. And then I played around with the corner. Modifications might happen. I like it. It's not bad. I like the idea of this stone pillar maybe helping to keep the wood pillars and the wood piers in place, or posts in place, and that this iron fence could act more like a connection device, a lateral strap or lateral support device. You know, to keep that in place. That's my structural mind in place. I'm like, how does this work? How am I going to attach it all? But I do. I like how it looks. Anyway, a lot of decorations to come, and a lot of... It always rains on this particular game. I don't know. Anyway, a lot of decorations to come, and a lot of resource gathering as far as the dripstone. Which actually might be the ending, the last half of this episode might be focused on that. I've got this kind of arranged where I know where I'm going to go with it. I think the front side is, well, I'm going to define this piece here as the front side and have an entrance into here that's different than this side or the other 2. The other 2 sides are going to match this one once I get all this the way I want it, as far as changing that out. And I think I'm going to do that because the front side of this most likely will have an actual bubble elevator up from the cave, and it will be a walkway that will go down and around to the face of the cave, and a walkway that goes over a bridge. That bridge, I think, is going to split, and one go this way, and go up to my mine, my cave up here at 96. That's my coal cave, and it goes forever. I've dug a long way in that one. And then there's a cave over here, a hole that goes way down in the ground. I thought it'd be kind of cool to have a path over to it too, and with a bridge. So a lot of stuff we can do. Let me show you this real quick. I just have, you know, a simple little design here where you've got 3 blocks in between the exterior piers. The interior pier, you know, is just spruce. Keeps me dry. It'll keep me dry while it's raining. But it's just spruce, and then I'll put some decorations in here, whether it's stained glass, whether it's just fence posts or something like that. Really dark in there. But in here, I'm going to have some villagers, because I'm going to create, that's what this is here, I'm going to create a wall that kind of cuts this off, and have carrots all in here, and that wall will hold those villagers into this area, and it will give me a farm for carrots. It might even be the first villager farm. Excuse me, villager breeder, because I actually need a lot of villagers. Now, all my villagers over there died. I don't know how. I mean, I left them out in the open, but they were protected by an iron golem. So all those died, which means the 6 villagers I have are over here. 3 in this hole and 3 in that hole. I need 2 of them up here for now, which means one of these farms is not going to work anymore, or at least for a while. I don't even see them working right now. Let's go down. Let's go down and see what we can do. Okay, got some things put away here. Actually, I need to eat a little bit, and I'm almost out of food in my inventory here. How much beef do I have? Plenty. So I'll just switch that out. All right, good. But let's come over here to the rails, because I have plenty of those, and if we're going to, I don't need all those. I'm hoping half a stack would be fine. But if we're gonna move, wait, do I have any carts? I don't have any carts. If we're going to move some villagers, 2 of them, so I can get a breeder going, gonna need this stuff, and probably will take just a couple of those just to power the rails. And I'm not sure I have enough iron. Do you think I can make a couple carts from this? You know what? Before we do that, and before we fill our inventory with too much stuff, let's go over and see how much iron we actually have. Let's clear that out. Empty these things out. Iron golem right there. Okay, I need to get the poppies out of here. But another few stacks, oh, I hear this guy's dying, and ooh, a lot there. Okay, great. That'll empty that out for now. We'll leave it plenty of space for them to continue to produce iron. We'll hop back. I've got to get this pathway fixed. So I got some new ideas. Maybe not a bridge there, but maybe a circular path. Whatever. You'll see. One of these days I'll do that. And I think once I have this build up top done and the villager breeder going, I think it's probably when I'll end up doing it, because I'll need to connect that path to something. It just makes sense. So how many iron blocks can we get from all this? Only almost 2 stacks. Boom, boom. But that's great. We are going to do this. We're going to take all of this, and we're going to see... Whoops. Let's see how many of these. I can make 8 carts. Let's just make the 8 carts. Why? Because it's not like we don't have enough iron. I don't need all 8 carts now. I don't think I have... Yeah. Let's put them in here with this. I'm going to take 2 carts, just in case I want to leave them in the carts and protect them. I do. That's exactly what I want to do. So I'm going to close that off to protect them while I get some other things figured out up there. And then let's take some of this as well. So let's go. Maybe have a little cutscene right here. I'll go over and show you where the villagers are. Yeah, I got a bed. It'll be all right. Here we go. Let's get down to rock, and it'll be faster with my pick. Bam, bam. Oh. Wasting my pick. Wasting a good pick, by the way, on dirt. Now we gotta be careful because we don't want to let them out. I also don't know exactly where they are. They're right there. Okay, hello. I need 2 of you. Can I have some volunteers, please? Volunteers would be nice. That'd be enough? And close them off? Just leave them right here? Yeah, probably. So if I can get 2 of them successfully in here and close it off, that would be wonderful. And for now, just so things can't get in there until I decorate, I'm going to put these little pieces of dirt, not there, there. So, perfectly safe, he says. This is where I've got to get the villager breeder going pretty quickly because I got a few chances. Hey, while we're here, let's spread out our farm because we want our villager breeder or farm to be as fast as possible once they get over here. I'm gonna put that there. All right. Now, if one of you wants to get in there, be my guest, but I don't think you're gonna be able to. So I'm gonna put that there so you can't go that way. I'm gonna take you and you. Now, if I take this block out, one should come up here. Both of them probably will. I don't think I can separate them very easy because of the... Well, I could... Can't I turn that off for a second? What if I went like that? I went like that. Now they can't see, they should be calm, right? You guys are nice and calm? Yes, you are? Okay, so how can I separate you guys even more? Is that possible? Actually, it might be. Let's see what happens. No, that was good. Uh-oh. Oh, he went up. Aha! Well, that was... How did that happen? I'm not even sure what happened there. But there... No. Push. Give him a push. Give him a little push. You got this. I should have put more... Should have put more redstone on this. But as long as you keep up with them and push them, they'll be alright. Yeah, look into those big green eyes, too. Yeah. And you are in, my friend. Thank you. You stay there. Now, is it going to be nighttime soon? It is. So the key here will be to sleep immediately when it gets to dark and try the next one tomorrow so that we don't introduce... I think this building's going to look really nice. Granted, it's only about 20% done. Okay, second day, second try. All right, let's do this. Let's get down here. We're going to place that there again. We're going to do that. We're going to let him get in there, and we're going to place that guy. Okay, now how do I get him this way? Go. Go that way. And there we have it. Let's make sure he got up there safely, and then I'll come back and secure this guy. Yeah, that's what happened last time. He came back. He didn't have enough oomph with only 4 to get over that guy. All right, let's get you in there. Yeah. Simple minecart mechanics and villager mechanics. It's so fun. No. There, you guys have buddies now. Yeah. No. Really? I'm sorry. Thank you for surviving. So what we need to do is that. Stay. Okay. Actually, I'll probably just let you out of there. I don't need the tracks at all. Thank you. Okay. Now you're safe. Now stay in there. And might as well close it. We done it. We have our villagers in place. We can clean a little bit of this up just to make sure we can get our farm where it goes. And I guarantee you that's not, I don't know where the new villagers are going to come out just yet, but it won't be right there. So we'll leave this track in place. Let's go down here and make this guy safe. And we'll move on to stage 2 of this. Okay, stage 2. What is stage 2? Stage 2 is to get the farm up and running with the villagers in it. The villagers won't be able to go outside of this 9x9 area because that's where I want them to focus their farming. Every piece of carrot or crop that I put outside of that 9x9, I'll manually do at least, or will be for decoration, because once I have all the villagers I need, I'll turn the villager breeder off, or be able to turn it off and on anyway. And then they're just going to be farming. And that farming, my thought was to did like I did in a previous episode before I died, and have another villager sitting like right here with a minecart in front of him, a hopper in it, so that they throw the carrots get shipped down right below us into the storage units that we have. Or maybe at that point, the inside of this building will no longer need to be an all-mob farm, and this will literally become my farm silo, my storage area, just for farm stuff. So they'll collect carrots over there, probably potatoes right here, in a similar fashion when I get this side closed up. And on that third side over here, I don't know whether to fill this in with a retaining wall up against the water, which I kind of like the idea of that. Maybe I will. And this would be a beetroot or wheat farm, most likely wheat, and do the same thing. So then that's 3 out of the 4. We'll get the other one in there too somehow. Maybe we'll put it back here and just have a conveyance system go into that building as well. So we've got all kinds of stuff that's going on, and I am happy about it. I'm not happy about my Windows little update button notification going off just now, but that is what it is. I think while I'm thinking about this, I'll do some work off camera, come back when I've got some updates for you. Okay, so farm is set up, and my first 2 villagers are back down in this little hole. Actually, it was pretty easy to get them back down in the hole, so now let's see if I can open this up and get them scared of the zombie over and over and over without falling in. Okay, I don't want to punch you. Get out of the way. Oh, that was close. Now all 3 are going to be scared? Yeah, alright, there we go. That should do it. Okay, so the farm is in. Like I said, it's a carrot farm. I've got the 2 villagers that I brought over originally. They are now a village breeder right here. Hold on. I did switch out the edging, the border for the blackstone, like I said, and I think it looks better. I think obviously on the ground we're going to have the stone. We're going to have the paths be more natural as far as natural looking cobblestone and stuff. But I think that looks better, and it matches the roof. So there we go. Now, inside here is very, very simple. As always, with a village breeder, you have the trapdoors and water source underneath so that the little baby villagers can come right through here and fall in. This trapdoor keeps those villagers from coming on in. And I actually heard a baby, so there must be one in there. So let's do this. I can close these. I can come over here and open this one. And yeah, I have one down in there. So it got kind of cramped in here. Well, not in here. But I wanted to still have that separate little area where the adults can get by, but the children can't. So he's currently standing on a waterlogged wall block, and when he grows up, he'll be big enough to have his head up in that water source. He'll swim up and he'll move that way, and I'll show you where they go to. This is all temporary until further notice. I'm not exactly sure when I'm gonna decorate this any more in here, but it's safe, it's good, we're good. All right. And again, this trick still works. I can walk through, they can't, which is wonderful. And I'll get all that track up soon. So they come over here. And now I've got a resource pack in to make the glass look borderless, so kind of looks really weird. But that is what it is. So I've got my dispenser with minecarts in it. I push the button, it goes up, does the little trick where the cart picks up a passenger and gets onto this track and then goes on out. So where should I take the next guy? Because there's one more ready There's one more adult ready villager, and there's one in there that's a baby. So I say we want mending. We want mending, we want mending, we want mending. Yeah, definitely. We our good pick. Both good picks, both the Silk Touch and the Fortune 3 are starting to get a little bit low. So I think mending is going to be the biggest push, at least immediately, and then we'll, I don't know, we'll go from there. After that. Hey, what if we could stand here for just a second and see whether or not this other one's actually working? Because we are getting a lot of iron still out of the first farm, the second farm. Maybe I gotta sleep. Maybe they need to sleep. Reset the system after putting them back. But it'd be nice to have both of them running again. Again, not that I need the iron. So let's go back in here, and I think really what we're gonna do is we'll do mending. We'll do a lot of villagers in the next episode, episode 19. This is still 18. And in 18, here's what I want to do. Come down here. And the only way I'll be able to finish that building is if I can get dripstone and a lot more of it. Now, I can go mining for it, that's true. Still need to finish these little guys here and here. I can go mining for dripstone, that's true. But I did play around a little off camera about what this hallway was going to look like. The first bay is going to be full like this because it's the backside of some of these other little farms. But the second bay will have to have a door this way. And here's why. I still have to get back here. And I'm getting a lot of stuff. A stick. Why did I get a stick? I wonder if a witch went through there. Don't witches give sticks? Interesting. But like I said, I've got a lot of stuff. I'm really happy about this. Matter of fact, I'm going to take that set of bones right there. Almost another full stack. Almost two full stacks. I'm going to come over here to our bone meal area. And I'm going to make bone meal. Put it in there. Perfect. All right, I'll just keep doing that every once in a while, plus with the string and everything else. But we're going to make, in the second bay, probably on the right-hand side over here, I'm going to put a dripstone farm. Yes, that is possible. You can actually make dripstone, and with the dripstone... Whoa. What was... That had to have been a zombie, and a couple... I had to go look. I'm so curious. What? I mean, it just had to have been a couple more bones, right? And some flesh. Yeah, more arrows, more flesh. So, cool. It's actually working quite well for being an inefficient farm. I think I'm going to call this episode the most inefficient farm ever. Anyway, what I was saying, you can actually craft that block. If I take the pointed dripstone and I come over here, here it is right here. And it gets me 16. So a stack of the points give me 16 blocks, and I need a lot more. So I can make this. I can make these pointed dripstones. I can make a farm. That's what we're going to do next. I'm probably running out of time on the episode itself, so if I am out of time, wonderful. I have played so much to fill another half-hour spot, and I'm very thankful for you guys watching. I really, truly am. It's been a blast. The last 18 episodes. Looking forward to the 19th. I'm probably going to, off camera, go mine out the area where that hallway is going to go. And maybe we'll start off the next episode with a dripstone farm. And probably adding the carrot. Well, no, we already have a carrot farm. Potato, beetroot, something. Maybe I'll move some bees over too, make it a little bit more efficient. So we got a lot to do. A lot more farms opening up areas that we can do it. Pathways and everything. Stay with me. I am not going to die.